So then it's a Nippon challenge race. Adam Lockwood and Jesse still on the front row. Second row, James Janicki and Lee Bennett Neal. On the third row is Jason Lanigan and Ross Stoner. On the fourth row is Gareth Newton and Steve Harmon. On the fifth row of the grid is Mark Firth. And the first of the Toyota MR2s there in 10th position is Dave Hemingway. We've got a good grid in this Nippon challenge race. The grid is set from the results of race 1. The red lights are on and out they go. And we're racing, and it's a little like a good start from Jason Jesse on the outside the front row. Yes, he leads. As the cars head down to Paddock Hill Bend for the first time, but it's attacking him again. It's Adam Lockwood. As the cars now turn to Paddock Hill Bend, and Jesse has gone. Look how much quicker these two cars are than the rest of the field. They headed through Paddock Hill Bend for the first time, and already the attack is on from Lockwood as he goes up on the inside of Jesse, but Jesse breaks later for the hairpin. So the rest of the field to fight their way up. Everyone's made it through Paddock Hill Bend. Sideways then, safer in the lead and slid out wide. So a big sideways moment for Jesse, and that's allowed Lockwood back into the lead. As the rest of the field, I think that's Bennett Neal there in third position. We can ride on board with Gareth Newton as Ross Stoner gains a position there. Now we try to come round the outside. A great start from one of the MR2s. And there goes Kevin Middleton on the grass, making contact with another of the MR2s. As the cars head down to Surtees for the first time. Then 3 wide as Ross Stoner goes up on the inside as they head into Surtees. Gets on the MR2s there. Gareth Newton sitting right behind us. Dave Hemingway in the MR2. Taking the tight line. I think actually Hemingway's MR2 is a bit further up the order. It's the MR2 there with Gary Lawrence. So into Paddock Hill Bend they go on for the second time then. First time at racing speed. Ross Stoner trying to find a way. That is Dave Hemingway's MR2 there. Newton still behind Lawrence. Now Ross Stoner, here he comes in up on the inside as they go up Howard Hill then. And into Druid's Hairpin, they go underneath the bridge there. He will get that position. Does he? Yes, he's up to second. And one a slow car down the hill. That I think that could well have been the car of James Janicki in the Skyline that was going slowly. So into Surtees, Kevin Middleton then at the front of this battle. The two Imprezas, the other Impreza is Steve Harmon. As they turn into Grid Airways, there goes Ross Stoner. He gains a position in his Toyota Celica. So here goes Middleton then 4th, 5th, hit Harmon. Stoner having defend. He's in P6. Top 2 have already got away. I don't think we'll be seeing them much in this race because we've got these great scraps mid-pack down in the Brabham Street in the Paddock Hill Bend. That's Dave Hemingway on late on the brakes. He gains a position. And moving up there in the last lap, or throughout that lap, Gary Lawrence gained some positions. The Suzuki Swift up there is Jason Lanigan. So Ross Stoner now starting to get away from Hemingway. And almost 3 wide there. As now we go back on board with Gareth Newton. He sits behind the MR2 of Gary Lawrence. We head through Surtees, McLaren, and then we break into Clearways. Sitting in the slipstream now, as I think we will be at the MR2 right in front of him. The other end, him in a much better run out the corner. We're pulling up alongside and past. We've gone past the MR2 then. And now the MR2 of Gary Lawrence under pressure. That was on the 25 machine of Mark Firth, the Mitsubishi. So they now exit Druids down to Graham Hill Bend. So you've got the MR2 there of Hemingway just ahead of our onboard camera, Gareth Newton. That is the battle for the leader class, the GT 150 class. And into Clearways then, Hemingway still ahead of Newton. Then I think Firth has finally got past Lawrence, and into third there, right around the outside of the Paddock Hill Bend. That's a position gained from Kevin Middleton. He managed to make his way past of Lee Bennett Neal and into Paddock Hill Bend on board with Gareth Newton losing out either side there. He's drawn up alongside the Paddock Hill Bend but couldn't get past Dave Hemingway. And Mark Firth went round the outside. He's much more powerful. Mitchelson round the outside of Hemingway now. Attempts Newton, he couldn't get it done though. The MR2 stays in front. And now he got a bit more speed down the straights it seems as Gareth Newton now sitting right behind the MR2. Put the power on down the Cooper straight. Not really an overtaking position for his 30. Gareth Newton decides against it as well. Unsurprisingly, don't really want to go side by side with 30s if he can help it, because he knows that down the Brabham straight will be a better option. That's where he got past the last MR2. You see already the much more powerful Mitsubishi 3000 and Mark First get away and alongside Dave Hemingway now, and he goes through, I think. So now as they head down into Paddock Hill Bend, Newton has got the position done. So into the lead of the class he goes. Remember, that was the Paddock with the lead of the class. Now that Nissan Skyline of James Janicki certainly got a problem, because some of the times it's fast and other times it's very slow, as it is at the moment now. Yes, look, it's slowing. As round the outside comes a second of that MR2. That's Gary Lawrence. He makes his way past him. And I think behind him is the 46 car of John Winter in the Hyundai, as he's trying to come around the outside now as they're heading to 30s. Has he got it done? No, he can't get past the MR2 of Gary Lawrence, and he tries again to clear away, so it's still no way through for John Winter. And now he's runs out a bit wide. Now this is under pressure as they head through Clark Curve. Side by side action in front, and that's Dave Hemingway possibly trying to defend his position as into Paddock Hill Bend. We got 28 there and 32, I think, or could well be 33 of Tim Hartland. He tried to MR2. He was battling with Jeff McCall, I think, actually, in the number 2 car. So good grab throughout the field in the Nippon Challenge. And now we have a replay on board with Gareth Newton. And a very good start there from the outside. That's the impress of the full drive car, Steve Harmon. Gareth Newton went for the inside line right behind Ross Stoner. And there's a good start on the MR2. That was Gary Lawrence coming round the outside. Again, Newton sticking to the inside line. And then there's Dave Hemingway going around the outside. The MR2's went for the outside lines, making very good starts. There's Kevin Middleton coming from well down the pack. After his problems in race 1, Middleton started on the 9th row of the grid, and he managed to be in about 5th by the end of the Cooper straight on the first lap. That was an incredible start from Middleton. Meanwhile, we got this battle with John Winter now in front of Gary Lawrence as they head through clearways, and into the pits we can report has come to James Janicki. He's in time, and after his podium, and off there goes Mark Firth. He's into the gravel trap, and he looks like he'll be out the race, because I don't think he's going to get out the gravel there. Also out the race is Jason West. That's the 3rd retirement. Is Mark Firth. Now we can ride on board once again with Gareth Newton. He's got a bit of clear track in front of him, although there's quite a few cars battling. Up front we've had a spinner. Is that Lee Bennett-Neal, who is well up there as well? There's the Impreza, of Steve Harmon. Kevin Middleton's right in front of us. So he's lost some time. All of them problems are coming back in his Impreza. In front of him is James Lanigan in the Suzuki Swift, and now Middleton in trouble again because Gareth Newton in the much smaller engine capacity car managed to make his way past down the straights. Obviously, like I say, Kevin Middleton's got problems again. Now yellow flags at Paddock Hill Bend for the car off the circuit. Well, we go from the inside anyway. And now we've got car in front of Lanigan battling up, well, I think lapping one of the MR2s there, and Lanigan runs out very wide, true Druids, but not losing too much time. So now they lap the MR2 as they come down the hill. And now Middleton up on the side of Lanigan, so Kevin Middleton's going to get ahead of the other Impreza. They went side by side for Grand Hill Bend. They say you can't overtake there, but Kevin Middleton proved that you can. So he makes the position up after, obviously something went on at 30's last time through, because Lee Bennett-Neal has dropped well down the pack. he lost a lot of time because he's now dropped out of the top, well out the top 10. And unbelievably, Ross Stoner has come up into 3rd position. So he runs in 3rd now. So here comes there's Newton, then Middleton, and then Harmon. Now, yeah, that's Suzuki Swift under pressure there. He loses out. Or was that? Yes, because there's Ross Stone into Graham Bent. He's 3rd. Kevin Middleton, in fact, was the person that gained position there to Gareth Newton, and now Lanigan right behind. Couldn't find a way through there though. Got some another good scraps with now only about 5 minutes on the clock because the MR2s make their way up. Actually, it's left about 4 minutes to go, I reckon, now in this 15-minute race. The first meeting of the year for the Nippon Challenge. Almost 3 wide into Circuit. That doesn't always work. They just about sorted themselves out. So I think that's that MR2 being lapped again, isn't it? I think that's Michael Potts at the wheel of that one. So through Clark Curve, we've got about 6 cars on shot here, all very close together, although I think some cars are obviously lapping others. Still got yellows out as the recovery continues. Got the only MX-5 out there of Jeff Durrett. Let's just have a look at the classes quickly. The Super GT class is being led by Adam Lockwood. The GT300 being led by Jason Jesse. GT250 by Steve Harmon. GT200 by Ross Stoner, and he's up in the top 3. And then GT150 is being led by Gareth Newton, our onboard camera driver. So down the Cooper Straight continues this battle. They sort themselves out now as they know there's only about 2 minutes left of this race. They want to make sure they have the best position they possibly can get as they make their way now through Clark Curve. They've sorted out the traffic, and now where's Ross Stoner then in 3rd position? Looks like he's going to have that position there side by side down the hill behind. Now, is that lapper involved there? Yes, I think they were obviously both at the car, because 4th is Newton. He's got back ahead of Steve Lanigan, so I think both of these Imprezas have troubles. So now we can ride on board with Gareth Newton. He's coming up to lap the MX-5. Actually, in fact, there's 2 MX-5s, isn't there? Jeff Durrett we saw battling earlier on, and that's Tom Pugh that's about to be lapped, I think. And then also lapping the car of Simon Dawson, the Hyundai. So they head into paddock. Now these 2 Imprezas are closing in on Gareth Newton. Faster cars they are when they work properly, but I'm pretty sure, certainly Kevin Middleton car's not been working properly this weekend. Not sure if Steve Lanigan's made another mistake or if his car's also got a problem. And I think that's the late leader of Adam Lockwood there closing in on them. So now if these cars get another extra lap compared to the leader, we'll have to wait and see. You can see how much quicker though Adam Lockwood's Nissan 200 SX is. A 56 has been his fastest lap compared to say Ross Stoner 59. That's where all that battle will run it. But to show you, Kevin Middleton, he's done a 57, and Steve Harmon's done a 58. So them Imprezas certainly shouldn't be involved in this battle, but they are. And now here they come. They're coming around the outside of Gareth Newton, I think. Meanwhile, we watch the battle further back, where we see Dave Hemingway having to defend because up on the inside goes Hyundai of John Winter. John Winter still goes side by side, and now the other MR2 of Gary Lawrence is joining in as they head into the race. Meanwhile, in front of them, the 2 Subaru Imprezas have now finally made their way past the Mitsubishi Mirage of Gareth Newton, but Middleton I thought was going to come on the inside of Lanigan. There, Lanigan runs out wide onto the dirt, and now here comes Kevin Middleton. You can see how much more power then. Now, there's the race leader. He makes his way past as they head into Surtees. Now are these in practice going to get another lap at it? Now Middleton runs out wide as he tries to get that sweeping line we've talked about this weekend here at Brands Hatch. And Middleton trying to come up alongside, but now the race leader is going to lap at least one of them is Adam Lockwood as they cross the line. Lockwood's just going to get Middleton, so Middleton does not get the chance to go for a top 4 finish, but Adam Lockwood won the race by nearly 8 seconds to Jason Jesse, the only person to get anywhere near him in his try to Salika. Third was Ross Stoner, who did very well. In 4th, Steve Harmon. 5th, Kevin Middleton, a great driver, and a car to victory for Gareth Newton, who finished 6th. In 7th was Jason Lanigan. 8th, John Winter. 9th, and the best MR2 was Dave Hemingway, and in 10th position was Gary Lawrence.